Back to Las Vegas and the story and the timeline that obviously keeps changing here. New questions over the timeline there. A hotel worker at the Mandalay Bay saying that he alerted officials that someone was shooting. Take a listen.
Call the police. Someone's firing a gun up here. Someone's firing a rifle on the 32nd floor down the hallway.
He wants to know if you know a room.
It's at the end of the hallway. I can't tell you what room. He looked like he fired down the hallway when I got close to the door.
All right, now keep in mind that is not Jesus Campos, the security guard who was shot in the leg after it appeared that Stephen Paddock had thrown more than 200 spray of bullets. One of those hit Campos in the leg. He was later treated. He's okay, but the timeline on that is reversed from what we thought earlier. To former Las Vegas Metro Police officer Randy Sutton. Randy, these developments do change, and I understand that. I don't think anyone's hiding anything, or but more revelations of advance warning here. What do you make of that?
I'm actually troubled by it, and Neil, to tell you the truth. The fact of the matter is that there were actually police officers on the property when this shooting took place. They were actually down in security office while they were dealing with a couple trespassers. So that there's a critical 6 minutes that could have changed the outcome, perhaps. When the maintenance worker was fired upon,
right.
That was the clip that you just heard. That was about 6 minutes before the actual bloodbath started. So if those officers had been told by security during that, when the report first came out, there may have been a different outcome. Of course, it's all conjecture at this point.
I understand.
But still, it's a little troubling.
Randy, here's where you can help me, my friend. So indulge me on some of these basic questions. What wowould procedure be then if someone at the hotel worker, phones in and says, "I hear shots"? Would they alert security first, the police second, or is it when you hear shots? And Las Vegas well, do you immediately go to police first? I mean, if you're staying at the hotel, working at the hotel, I can understand the
right.
knee-jerk reaction is to tell the front desk or tell the security office of this. But what is the procedure there?
Well, every place has its own procedure, and I don't know what Mandalay Bay's procedure is.
But it is unique. I'm sorry.
Common sense would tell you.
It is unique to that casino, right?
What is unique?
In other words, each casino has its own standards. And
yes.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Correct. Well, Mandalay Bay is part of MGM Properties. They own a whole bunch of hotels here.
Right.
So their procedures would be the same for all. But common sense would dictate you have an employee who's credible saying, hey, I've been shot or I'm being shot at. You don't waste time sending unarmed security guards. Remember, they don't have any guns. They don't have any guns. The MGM security force does not have any weapons.
So if you're hearing someone talking about shots, they would know the security officer couldn't respond in a like fashion. Only the police could, right?
Of course. I mean, who was Jose Campos happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he got shot. Right. He was there checking on an alarm on a door alarm, and then the suspect, of course, saw that he was there, did the spray and pray, and actually hit Mr. Campos. So there's another person who then reported, I've been shot. You don't waste time. You get the police there. Now, if the police are already on property, I think what we have here is, forgive me for saying this, but a failure to communicate. I think that's probably what the issue is here, that in the confusion, they're going to have to really look at, that is the Mandalay Bay and MGM, they're going to have to look at their procedures and say, okay, listen, if this actually happened, how do we correct this in the future? Because if the police weren't called for 6 minutes, the officers that were there actually ran out of the hotel because the initial report that they got over their police radios was that the shooter was at the concert.
That's right.
So they went to run out of the hotel, and by the time that they got the reality check that this guy is up on the 32nd floor, precious time was lost, Neil.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. Randy, thank you very, very much. Randy Sutton.